So my hackathon project for the Chainlink Spring 2023 hackathon is a proof of concept virtual token called Sigma, which is a fungible token that lives on the Ethereum blockchain in compliance with the ERC20 token standard. So for those who don't know, this standard defines a set of rules that developers can follow to create their own tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. So basically, in theory, users would be rewarded with Sigma tokens when they visit a website in exchange for the website provider collecting their data when they place cookies on their machines. So, for example, nowadays, when you visit a typical website, there's usually a disclaimer at the bottom requesting whether or not a user agrees to the privacy policy and how they use cookies to help improve the functionality of the website. But you have the option of rejecting those cookies or accepting them. And even in some situations, they still collect your data even without your consent. So, in light of this, there's also a companion Web 3.0 NFT based app that I'm also developing, which is the actual platform that users would go to for this use case. Since this token is already deployed in testnet on the Ethereum blockchain, I wanted to experiment sending transactions from one contract address to another from a user interface perspective. So I figured what better way to do this than with a faucet application, which would send Sigma testnet tokens to any account address on the Ethereum test network. However, when you visit the NFT companion website, the idea is you'll have the ability to actually get paid for your data in Sigma tokens. So basically, this is what the more like where the proof of concept around Sigma came from. And if you agree to the privacy policy and the terms of the agreement, you'll be rewarded with 50 Sigma tokens. But you'll always have the option of not agreeing to the privacy policy, but then you wouldn't be able to receive any Sigma tokens. And I figured this would be a good idea to economically encourage users to visit websites in general, because website providers are collecting users' data. So if your data is going to be collected anyways, you might as well get paid for it and have some control over what you want to do with your data. So to cover a quick synopsis of the development process, the technologies I used were JavaScript as my programming language of choice, React for the front end, Ethers JS to make the RPC calls from the client to the Ethereum blockchain under the hood. And for the back end, I used Solidity to write the smart contract code, which has the logic for the faucet contract and the Sigma token. And lastly, I used Hardhat to run some unit tests for possible scenarios that might happen in the wild when this application is deployed. So with that said, I'll start the demo. This app supports integration with MetaMask, which is a well-known Ethereum wallet that interacts with the Ethereum blockchain. So with MetaMask, you're able to execute transactions on the network. And because of this integration, we're also able to dynamically populate the wallet address from the first account address in your MetaMask account, as you see down here. Here is my first account address for my MetaMask account. And ultimately, in order to receive testnet funds from the NFT site, you would need to have a wallet provider installed, or in this case, MetaMask, until more wallet options are supported. So right now you can receive 50 Sigma testnet tokens. So after we click get tokens button, we're able to confirm the transaction down here. But I'm going to show you what the balance currently looks like so you can see that we've successfully received the Sigma tokens after we execute the transaction. So let's click reject for now. And you see a red error message with the error details because we manually rejected it. And let's click the MetaMask icon. And as you can see, if we go to assets, we have 79,989,450 Sigma tokens. So now that you see the balance, let's click get tokens. and then let's say confirm. And then we get a success message saying that the transaction was successful and the funds were credited to the wallet address. So we can copy this URL, which provides us with more information on the transaction details. And as you can see here, this is a Sepolia testnet transaction only. And here's the transaction hash, the status, which is currently index. Well, it was indexing, but now it's a success, the block number, the timestamp, et cetera, et cetera. So now if we go back to the app and we go to our account address or MetaMask account to see the balance, you will see that now we have 79,989,500 Sigma tokens. So you can see the app is working correctly. This is my hackathon project. It was a pretty fun project to build, so I do plan on expanding on it in the future. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.